Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, your go-to place for understanding the complexities of human behavior and relationships. We're all about unraveling the mysteries of the human mind and giving you the tools you need to navigate the often tricky world of human interaction. If you're joining us for the first time, we extend a warm welcome to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. We deeply value our community of curious minds and truth seekers, and we're excited to have you on board. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's as intriguing as it is important: manipulation. We'll be exploring the subtle and not so subtle ways it can manifest in relationships, specifically focusing on tactics used by women that men need to be aware of. Remember, our aim is not to stereotype, but to shed light on these tactics to help you recognize and steer clear of harmful situations. So buckle up and let's dive into the fascinating world of human dynamics and manipulation. Welcome to our journey of discovery. Welcome back to our channel, where we strive to understand the human mind and its complex interactions. We're here to empower you with knowledge and insight, helping you navigate the maze of human relationships with confidence and clarity. If it's your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of critical thinkers and truth seekers. Today, we're peeling back the layers on a topic that's often shrouded in mystery and confusion: manipulation. Specifically, we'll be discussing manipulation tactics used by women that men need to be aware of. Now, it's important to remember that manipulation is not exclusive to any gender, and it's not our intention to stereotype or generalize. However, understanding these tactics can help you recognize and avoid potentially harmful situations. So, if you've ever felt like a puppet on a string, unsure of how you ended up in a situation, or you're just curious about the subtler aspects of human interaction, this video is for you. Let's dive right in and start with our first tactic: the charm trap. All right, gentlemen, let's kick things off with the charm trap. Now, what exactly is the charm trap, you might ask? Picture this: a woman who is delightfully enchanting, who showers you with compliments, and who seems to be absolutely smitten by you. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Well, that's where the trap lies. While it's perfectly normal for someone to be charmed by another, it's important to remember that charm can also be a tool of manipulation. The charm trap is essentially a tactic where a woman uses her charm to manipulate a man's emotions and actions. This could be through flattering compliments, coy smiles, or even subtle acts of kindness. The ultimate goal? To make you feel special, to make you feel wanted, and to make you feel like you're the only man in the world who can fulfill her needs. And once you're hooked, that's when the manipulation starts. There's a fine line between genuine affection and manipulative charm. The charm trap often starts innocently enough, but it can quickly escalate into a cycle of control and manipulation. The woman might start asking for favors, expecting you to bend over backwards to please her, all the while using her charm as a weapon to make you feel obliged. So, how can you stay vigilant against the charm trap? The first step is to recognize it. If you're constantly feeling like you're on a pedestal, like you're being idealized, that could be a sign. If you notice that the charm often leads to demands or expectations, that's another red flag. And remember, no amount of charm should compromise your self-respect or boundaries. The key is to maintain a balanced perspective. It's wonderful to be charmed and to charm others, but not at the expense of your autonomy or self-worth. So enjoy the charm, but stay alert to the potential pitfalls. Don't let the allure of the charm trap cloud your judgment or steer you into a manipulative situation. It's crucial to stay vigilant and not let these cunning tactics cloud your judgment. Now let's talk about emotional blackmail, a manipulative technique that unsuspecting men often fall victim to. Emotional blackmail is a powerful form of manipulation where individuals use fear, obligation, and guilt, often referred to as the fog tactic, to control the actions and decisions of their unsuspecting victims. You see, emotional blackmailers know just how to tug at your heartstrings, playing out your deepest fears and insecurities. They may use phrases such as, "If you loved me, you would," or "I thought you cared about me," to make you feel guilty for not complying with their demands. This kind of emotional tug of war can be incredibly draining and damaging to one's self-esteem and overall mental health. But how can you recognize the signs of emotional blackmail? Well, you might feel a constant sense of guilt or fear of disappointing the other person. You might find yourself always walking on eggshells, trying to avoid conflict or upset. You may even feel like you're losing your sense of self, constantly bending over backward to please the other person at the expense of your own happiness and well-being. So how can you counteract emotional blackmail? First and foremost, it's important to recognize and validate your own feelings and needs. It's okay to say no, even if it disappoints the other person. Remember, a healthy relationship should be about mutual respect and understanding, not manipulation and control. Secondly, set clear boundaries. Make it known what you are and are not willing to tolerate. This can be challenging, especially if you're dealing with a seasoned emotional blackmailer, but it's an essential step towards reclaiming your autonomy. Finally, consider seeking professional help if needed. Therapists and counselors can provide valuable insight and coping mechanisms to deal with emotional blackmail and its effects. Remember, emotional blackmail is a form of abuse and it's never okay. Whether it's coming from a partner, a friend, or a family member, it's time to stand your ground and recognize when these tactics are being used against you. Next on our list are the infamous shaming tactics. These are instances where individuals use shame and humiliation as a tool to manipulate behavior or control outcomes. It's a low blow, and sadly it's more common than you might think. Shaming tactics can take many forms. It might be an offhand comment about your career, your appearance, or even your hobbies. They might seem innocent or even humorous at first, but when these comments are continuously made, they can significantly impact your self-esteem. Now, it's important to note that constructive criticism is different from shaming. Constructive criticism is offered in a kind and helpful manner with the intent of helping you improve or grow. Shaming, on the other hand, is often harsh, belittling, and designed to make you feel inferior or inadequate. These tactics are not just hurtful, they're manipulative. They're designed to make you question your worth and, in doing so, give the other person power over you. But remember, no one has the right to make you feel less than. So how can you resist these shaming tactics? The answer lies in embracing your self-worth. Recognize that your value is not determined by someone else's opinion of you. You are not defined by your job, your looks, or your interests. You are defined by who you are as a person, your values, your actions, and the respect you show others. When you embrace your self-worth, you set boundaries. You refuse to let others' negative opinions impact your self-esteem. You refuse to allow their shaming tactics to manipulate your behavior or decisions. So, gentlemen, the next time you encounter these shaming tactics, stand firm. Remember your worth and don't let anyone make you feel small or inadequate. Confidence is key. It's your shield against these manipulative tactics. Remember, you have the right to be treated with respect and dignity. Don't let anyone's shaming tactics convince you otherwise. Confidence is key, and embracing your self-worth will shield you from the manipulative clutches of those who seek to control you. Gaslighting, the ultimate betrayal of trust. This is a manipulative technique that's as cunning as it is cruel. Gaslighting is an insidious form of psychological manipulation where the manipulator leads you to question your own perceptions, memories, and even your sanity by denying your experience of events or twisting the truth. Imagine a scenario where you're constantly being told that your understanding of situations is wrong, or that events you clearly remember never happened. This can lead to a debilitating state of confusion and self-doubt, a feeling akin to wandering in a fog where nothing seems certain anymore. That's the dark realm of gaslighting. But why would someone resort to such a damaging tactic? The answer lies in control. By making you doubt your own reality, the manipulator gains power over you. They paint themselves as the beacon of truth and reason, turning you into a dependent who relies on them to interpret the world. It's a dangerous game where the manipulator holds all the cards. So, how can you protect yourself from gaslighting? The first step is knowledge. Understand that this form of manipulation exists and recognize its signs. Are you often second-guessing yourself? Do you feel confused or crazy in your relationship? Are you always apologizing even though you don't know why? These could be red flags. Next, trust in yourself and your experiences. You are the author of your own life, and your perceptions and memories are valid. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Reach out to trusted friends or professionals who can provide an objective perspective. Finally, set boundaries. Don't allow your reality to be overwritten by someone else's narrative. Stand firm in the face of denial and distortion. You have the right to your feelings, your memories, and your reality. Remember, gaslighting is a serious form of emotional abuse. It's not about you or your shortcomings, but about the manipulator's need for control and dominance. Trust your instincts, stand tall, and refuse to allow this manipulative tactic to take hold. Last, but certainly not least, we have the jealousy game. It's an age-old strategy, as old as love itself, where jealousy is stoked like a fire, not to warm the heart, but to scorch the soul. Often this game is played to incite insecurity, to exert control, and to manipulate feelings. Picture this, a partner deliberately making you feel jealous by flirting with others or constantly bringing up past relationships. While a touch of jealousy can sometimes spark a renewed appreciation in a relationship, using it as a tool for manipulation is a game where no one wins. But gentlemen, let's be clear here, jealousy in itself is not a sign of love, but a sign of insecurity. It's a red flag waving high and bright, signaling not love, but a lack of trust. And trust, my friends, is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. So, how can you counter this game? Well, it's all about fostering trust. If your partner is trying to make you jealous, it's crucial to communicate your feelings openly. Remember, silence is not golden in this case. It only fuels misunderstanding and breeds resentment. Moreover, don't let jealousy consume you or dictate your actions. Instead, focus on building trust and fostering a secure environment in your relationship. Show your partner that trust is not a commodity to be traded, but a bond to be nurtured. And if you find yourself on the receiving end of baseless accusations driven by jealousy, stand your ground. Don't let yourself be manipulated into doubt and insecurity. You are more than the sum of your mistakes, and your worth is not defined by the insecurities of others. In the end, remember, trust is earned and love cannot flourish if it's consistently overshadowed by doubt. The jealousy game is one that no one should have to play, so choose trust, choose respect, and let love thrive in the light of honesty. Now, gentlemen, it's time to delve into some harsh truths about manipulation. First and foremost, manipulation is not gender-specific. Both men and women can be manipulators, and it's essential to recognize this. It's not about pointing fingers at one gender or the other, but about recognizing the signs and understanding the dynamics at play. Manipulation, at its core, is a sign of insecurity and a lack of respect. A person who resorts to manipulation is someone who feels that they cannot secure what they want through honesty and respect. They use manipulation as a tool to control others, to exert power, and to compensate for their insecurities. Gentlemen, the importance of self-respect and self-worth in avoiding manipulation cannot be overstated. When you respect yourself and understand your worth, you create a barrier against manipulation. You understand that you are deserving of honesty, respect, and genuine affection. You recognize that manipulation is not love, but a distortion of it. Let's not forget the value of genuine, modest, and respectful women. These are women who understand the importance of respect and honesty in a relationship. They do not resort to manipulation, but instead build their relationships on a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. They are the ones who enrich your life, who bring positivity, and who help you grow as a person. Remember, gentlemen, you deserve respect and honesty in your relationships. Don't settle for less. Don't let manipulation cloud your judgment or distort your perception of love. Stand tall, respect yourself, and demand the respect you deserve, because in the end, a relationship built on manipulation is a castle built on sand. It may stand tall for a while, but it will eventually crumble under its own weight.